hip hopper, bopper, slobber, not dada, and better bobble, nana, nana, nana. I don't know, man. But like I said, if it floats your boat, they can get you somewhere politically, then so be it. Yeah, that's another thing. Like I said, man, they using subliminals, artists, and advertising a specific diaphragm for the people to, you know, have in order. Good luck with that one, man. Like I said before, I haven't heard too much of Biden or Trump. Someone's hiding and doing things behind the scenes. I don't mind it, but it's like I said, you've done that before. It didn't work. You're gonna try it again. We'll see if it works. Trump Biden transition live. SCOTUS denies GOP efforts to block Pennsylvania ruling. Listen, man, it go back and forth either way. Stimuluses ain't getting delivered. You trying to buy time. It's time. No. We don't need to do all of that. Then I said to myself, not only that, you in so much of a desperate need that you got people that was so-called expecting. It's unexpected because you did some things, but that's besides the fact. Keep doing what you're doing. Because the truth is in hidden plain sight. U.S. virus deaths hits record level with the holidays ahead. Listen, man, this is all expected, man. It's a debate whether who is the president or not. And from the looks of things, that's more important than corona deaths at this point. Because, like I said, vaccines aren't being distributed fast enough. Do they even work? What's in them? Got a lot of questions, no answers. And like I said, what that leads to is unpredictability. That's what the pandemic is, unpredictability. Mexico to launch COVID-19 vaccines this month. Listen, either or, whichever one you think works. And like I said, I'd rather not go into detail what works and what not. Because, like I said, you want to sell this to the people. Go ahead, be my guest. Nobody knows. Experts baffled by mystery illness in Indiana. No, that's not a mystery illness. That is called, what they called it, COVID. Like I said, it's 19. It got layers to it. It has now done so. And like I said, I can't say who's right and who's wrong. You gotta test it out, see what happens. And I'm like I said, I've been waiting for you to test it out for over 3 to 4 months now. And salute to my sponsor, Grammarly, someone who stays dedicated. There's a lot switching up and going where they so-called seem to so-called be seeing money. But like I said, it's all part of my advertisement. I wouldn't say scheme. It's part of the advertisements that necessarily need to be taking place. But like I said, what is it doing for the COVID pandemic? And how would that work out? I got a sponsor from YouTube. Wow, what a coincidence, man! You told me, would you tell me I was wrong, right? For something, I don't know. I didn't go through the details, but besides the fact, your dilemmas lay where they lay at, which is you have the supply and demand, and right now your supply is so much in demand. What you gonna do? Intelligence report warned of COVID-19 cases, crisis as early as November. Not like I said, man. When I threw it out there and all and everything else, and the fact that I was able to give my Nobel Peace Prize away, I started realizing it's not about the accolades and whatever else comes with it. It's about the underlining of the truth. And the truth is, you'd rather supply something that's more justifiable in the society that you're under. I mean, I'm under it too, but due to the freedom of speech and the capabilities of research, I got questions. No, as they still have Trump's impersonator. Ah man, like I said, man, you gotta do a little bit better when it knows Rashida Jones is named MSNBC's president. Listen, man, you would love to feminize any parts of the niggocratic statue that I'm coming up with. And like I said before, man, I'm leading this in a way where competition is inevitable. I didn't want it, but due to the circumstances and the stakes being so high that you want to advertise, whatever you can advertise and get that, what you call it, that awe feeling. I'm not interested in that awe feeling. Judge grants former Republican Katie Hill temporary restraining order against. Let's see, it was this temporary. Ex-husband, like I said before. Any kids involved, it's illegal. Like I said, you want to push the bounds of law, knowing that you have no, justifiable means. It's till death do them apart. Is this where you going when you were saying you was going to pass a legalization? No, you trying to legalize separation across the nation for your, what you call it, feminist agenda. I beg to differ. The niggocratic agenda is the main agenda on the ballot. I don't, like I said, man, you could throw a million beautiful women in front of the niggocratic campaign, it still will remain. And like I said, subliminally, I had to test the waters to see what was what and how deeply rooted your agenda stands. Now, like I said, you have to compete with the niggocratic campaign, which is a lot of your legislation I approve of. But the bias between colors is what I disapprove of. Now, if we break down the barriers and add no color to the situation, it'll be even better for the both of, all three of us. Like I said, at this point, you have two branches of official government. The third branch, you don't want to accept mine. Voting status, which is you didn't have enough votes, man. Stock market news live update, stock future rises as lawmakers draw closer. No, you're drawing closer towards illegitimate decisions that you haven't made public because you want to suffice the fact that the niggocratic campaign is one of the best campaigns to ever run in the face of America. Because, like I said, all of my ideas have been stolen, taken, which was expected, by the way. I'm just waiting on the outcome of it all. Hold up, I don't want no copyrights. Oh man, they added that to a checklist. Like I said, man, I don't want no copyrights. Agent Ray Holmes will fire Florida data scientists who built COVID-19 dashboard. Listen, I don't believe none of that. Like I said before, you're using political schemes and advertisements and anything you get your hands on, people, person, things, to push this agenda. Listen, we're headed where we've been headed for the past 6 months. If you haven't got used to that in 6 months, I don't know what to tell you, man. And like I said before, I'm trying to get the others to come back with me on agreements and terms, which is the stimulus programs, income tax dilemma, and the fact that small businesses are still suffering. Coronavirus Daily News updates, December 8th. What to know about today's coronavirus vaccine? We don't know much about it. And is the chip in it or not? And like I said, what's in it? Because you want to give it to the people, but you have to tell them what's in it. And you've been avoiding that ever since I so-called gave out my sustainer. Now, does my sustainer have anything to do with that? I'm waiting for answers. It was already proclaimed presidency and the Nobel Peace Prize. What else shall I proclaim? Pretty much what's available to a president. Sheriff, 1 dead, 2 injured, and 4 vehicles crashed in Canada, Yuga. Man, like I said, between the rustle and bustle, and between the pandemic and hopes of being saved by Trump or Biden, it has led me to a point of don't look like they're gonna do too much. So, you gotta save yourselves. And more than likely, request for the vaccine to be delivered. You may have to pay a little more extra, but that seems to be the grand scheme of what someone wants. Because allegedly, I don't know how long these vaccines have been out, but we're waiting for Biden or Trump to approve them. Many Americans are unsure whether sources of news do their own research. I don't want to go into categories of research and who does their own, because that would be an act of discrimination against my fellow citizens. Now, I don't want you to overthink your brain or even over scramble it, because my truth is not yours. And the fact that I and several others know the truth, I don't want to twist it or bend it. But there are some that will love to do so. And they have been doing so. But, like I said before, money and power can make them a bit exempt. For now. Because the more and more this take place, the more and more they gain more money and more power. That's expected. And like I said, you like it, I love it. Chattanooga. And like I said, trying to hide it all, it only leads us to this pandemic point. So congratulations across the nation. Oh man, it's such a beautiful thing. It's like I said, you wanted to stunt and shine, right? Above your fellow citizens. So continue even more harder. Because, like I said, the numbers speak for itself. There are more poorer Americans than there are rich ones. And from the desperation of numbers, the rich ones have to advertise as much as they can of their riches in order to get you to draw in. Minnesota to receive enough vaccines over the next month. No, like I said before, by the time your vaccine get there, you're gonna get a shot, you're gonna need another. You're gonna be back in limbo, baby. Back in limbo. That's what I said. You might as well pay the extra fee and get jump started on this new program. Like I said, Moon Catastrophe and Moon Enterprises is definitely on the rise. It's just one is my presidency campaign and one is my business campaign. You pick and choose which one you decide. You feel favored towards. Governor Inslee extends COVID-19 restrictions until January 4th. Listen, man, you already got restrictions, but no stimulus. So should really the stimulus or the restrictions matter? Like I said, it's up for questions. It's anytime you want somebody to do something, you know what you gotta do. That's federal government released local hospitalization data. I mean, you can believe it if you want to. Got the freedom of thought. Yeah, that's another thing I'm working on. The freedom of thought. Because some told me that I was wrong in the middle of a pandemic. I thought that was wrong. So, with that being said, as your president, I now pronounce from this day forth freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of being. So, the three categories will be addressed sooner than later. But as far as the world is concerned, you can't really tell anyone what to do with that. Inappropriateness is up for justice. And justice has shown inappropriateness in the previous years. So even that's up for grabs. Like I said, it's a free market, a free world of obligatory situations, and the freedom to be whatever you want to be. Waltz details COVID-19 vaccine plans. GOP leaders back it. Like I said, if you back it so much, then distribute it. I just don't think you can at the moment. And then when that moment comes, even then it'll be kind of like which vaccine is real and which one isn't. Because like I said, I don't think you can do that, afford to do it, should I say. Considering as though really in a tight bond, world catastrophics hit. Some things went on ahead and established another way of pay. So you gotta pay that and pay that. It's a matter of time, man. Within the 5 to 7 years from now. Here are answers to common. Nah. I don't want answers to common questions. I want answers to the real question, which is what's in this vaccine that you want to distribute amongst your civilization, humans. I just don't trust it at this point. Saying that's how long it taking and what you plan on doing with it. Nah. The shutter school system wrong response to COVID-19. UNICEF says. Expert housing demands likely won't stop anything soon. Right. Rhyme. Emmanuel transportation legacy and ambition, but clouded. Biden makes pitch for retired general to be Pentagon chief. if you still think it's a Pentagon there, good luck. You might as well call that Bitcoin. When COVID-19 hits vulnerable neighbors, views on mass mandates. Like I said, it's a mandate everywhere, man. And like I said, even after the vaccine, you still gonna be mandated to do what's been taking place anyway. So, like I said, you can run around chasing that. Or you can stick to the guidelines that I gave you about a year and some change ago. The choice is yours. U.S. productivity increases at 4.6% rate in the third quarter. Don't believe these people. Don't believe these. Oh, man. See, my thing is with your rate, you don't count up the population of people during the time. You just count up the population of job numbers. They either increase or decrease. You don't count the fact that increase or decrease in humans. Now, seeing as though, like I said, you're losing a few due to COVID, there's still millions and millions of more. Oh man, and you're not counting them because you don't want them. So you count your percentage as an advertisement to get the ones you want. Like you said, it's like you put a fresh bait on the hook, you might catch a big fish. COVID-19 restrictions looming. News, sports, and jobs. Like I said before, more advertisements. And like I said, if you hold out, I can get me a free Tesla, man. You can get you a free Tesla, man. Because, like I said, the way it's structured, coins are more valuable than dollars. Four questions for Sania Lowe, CEO of Sania AG. I don't have no questions for any business perspectives or business majors out there. It's just more or less, how's it working for you? Because it's seeming as if you're taking loans, but that's only because government know they want to keep you open. And like I said, there's no way for you to actually pay that back. That's the point of me, going on this nigga credit campaign, which is to establish ground where there is none. But even that, you want to take that from me too. So, good luck. Good luck with your what you call it, restraining orders for married couples with kids. Well, how would that work exactly? Oh yeah, state by state, jurisdictional by jurisdictional. And like I said before, I don't think it's justifiable. Because for one, you just need to get a divorce. And for two, both parents are liable for the kid. It's both theirs. So if one parent wanted a restraining order on another parent, then that parent can't be in the sight of that parent with the kids. But see, this is overtly what the government wants. More destruction and more chaos. As if it's not enough already. And salute to my sponsor, Grammarly. Anybody seen any of the government officials other than the mayors, the governors, where the senators, councils, and what is it called? House of Representatives. It's like I said, I can reinvent my House of Representatives and my chairmans and councilmen and senators and governors and everything else that I would, like I said, approach to your approach. Because in the pandemic, I'm realizing that being more creative can lead to more of people saying no, no, no. And I'm thinking, why not? Temperature stay mild through midweek. And I'm like, hold up. I know I'm doing a service by, social distancing and doing all this stuff. But what does that lead? You're holding out on the vaccines, man. You're holding out on what you have to say to the people who's supposedly yours. Now, took the initiative and claimed them to be mine due to the fact that you didn't have enough votes that night. Oh man, and some see this as unpolitical, and I see it as political as it can get, because, like I said, you've done some things that even if I said it, you wouldn't believe it. So, what does that lead us? Moderna COVID-19 vaccine candidate gets more good news. Like I said, advertise it. I don't believe it. I don't know if it's what's in it. Hospital the whole vaccine drill. I don't believe that either. You know what? Please start distributing them. And we'll see if the people line up to get them. Knoxville breaks news. A colored book of quotes for library lovers. Like I said, I don't want to produce a book that will only get fragments of it deteriorated, which I created an episode edition, which fragments of it been taken to pieces. And like I said, you want to rap about someone else's life. Good luck with that. Just sell records. Good luck with that. Hometown hero finally found after 79 years, Washington Daily News. The woes of womanhood in modern workplaces. Listen, I don't see how there's a woe when you want equal pay. This is a woe for a man. Not in the workplace. You gotta get it in. The U.S. coronavirus does its record levels, and like I said, you would rather pay to look good and pay to say that this is a great situation. It doesn't feel so great. It doesn't seem so great. What it seems as if and feels like it's a pandemic. That's what it feels like and looks like, man. Hometown hero finally found. Like I said, 79 years, Washington Daily News. Listen, I don't want to find none of that stuff. What I want to find isn't obtainable from humans at this point. It's a pandemic. And with that being said, stay safe. And there's two fingers to this. Peace.